I was in the middle of creating cards when I just had to stop. And the reason for that is because this is what my desk looked like. It was piled and chaotic and overwhelming. I couldn't find anything. I was getting lost. My finished cards were just around everything, getting buried and messed up, and it was not working for me. Even though I was creating actual cards, I wasn't having my process align with my end goal. My end goal for this creative process in making cards is to create a lot of cards, not just any old card. I want them to be quality, but quantity is actually key here. I'm trying to build an inventory of cards that I have available to me because I am launching a new project. I am launching something very special to me, and it's going to need a lot of cards. To have a lot of cards means I have to work quicker and I have to do it in a system. This system is not working. This is my normal process. Do 1, 2, 3 cards. I usually work from a kit. I usually work every piece out of the kit, trying to get as many cards done out of a kit. And this kind of chaos would normally be fine. I'd push through, get through all of it, and then put everything away when I've made my 2 or 3 cards. But this time, knowing that my goal is to make a lot of cards, a lot more than 3, means I have to make sure my process is aligning. I was starting to feel so overwhelmed, so chaotic, so distraught, and I realize it's because I'm not aligned. So let's get aligned. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reset. I'm going to put everything back. And it might sound counterintuitive because I'll be pulling some of these things back out. But I think it's going to maybe step us back to launch us forward. So I'm going to put everything away. And taking this action, putting everything away, just gives the whole room a refresh and me a renewed energy to jump back in, but this time with a little bit more strategy and focus. Then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to create zones. I'm going to create zones for batching. Batching helps you mass produce quickly. And when you have something like creating sentiments, making stamping, doing die cutting, doing embossing, very specific tasks, it's good to batch. And I wasn't doing any of that. I was doing the whole card from beginning to end, and it was just overwhelming. It was just too much. So now we're going to batch. When you need to mass produce something, when you need to get something done, a lot of it, batching is your friend. That's the lazy genius principle. I'm going to use it. So we're going to batch. The other thing I'm going to do is I noticed that when I was done with a card, I would just have it all over the desk, behind me, trying to find places. I love having finished cards as my inspiration. It just keeps me going. I'm so proud of the work I've done already, and I just love seeing it. But I don't need them cluttering up the desk. That was not the inspiration I needed. So I'm going to create a holder for these with page protectors, and there's a solution for that I'm going to show as well. So what I have here is my glass cutting mat that I am going to make my own pocket page protectors in the size and orientation that I want. Now I have these that are already, some of them already have the pockets. I'm going to do a little heat and seal on those to make the pocket go in the orientation I want. I have this tool from Becky Higgins, this heating tool. It's a rotary heating tool, so I just get the orientation, get my line straight, and then I take the tool and just seam the page protector, and it just makes a perfect little pocket. I also took full 12 by 12 page protectors and made my own pockets in the sizes I want, so I can accommodate 5 by 7 cards and then this traditional A2 cards. Now to make my opening, because some of these were sealed and it sealed the entire pocket closed, to open it on the side I wanted, I just used my rotary blade and just cut it very lightly so I didn't go through both layers, and it worked out really, really well. But this tool is exactly what I needed to make these pockets in the sizes I wanted. Thank you to my friend Kim for letting me borrow it. It has truly been a time saver and the very thing I wanted for the display of my cards. Next, I'm going to use another lazy genius principle, and that is know your season. I know that I am no longer in my scrapbooking season, which on this side of the wall in my room is all of the scrapbooking kits and pieces to work on for making layouts. I am currently in my card making season, as you've been seeing, and this means that this wall is taking up good real estate with something I'm not currently working on. So I'm going to free up this wall, and we're going to use those page protectors I just created, and we're going to use this space for those cards. So I'll start putting cards that I want to donate and that I want to give over here on this side, and the cards for the project I'm working on are going to go over here. This is so much better use of the space, recognizing the season I'm in, which is card making season, and taking advantage of this wonderful wall space I have. And now I can't wait to make more cards. Now I'm able to work so much quicker and easier because my batching is done. My desk is cleared off from everything except the current project I'm working on. I have my batched card bases ready to go. I have my embossed strips. I have my die cut and stamped sentiments and all of these leftover pieces, and no other clutter is on the desk. I can now create these cards so much quicker because all the elements are done. The assembly of the cards is going much faster, much easier. I'm not having to stop in between each element. I'm not having to stop to go emboss or to go ahead and cut out the die cut with my expression. Everything is being able to assemble very quickly. I put the base. I have this butterfly background paper, the pattern paper. I have an embellishment, and there's my sentiment. And this was so easy to put together. And here's another card I made. It's using the same elements, that butterfly background paper, and it's just a different orientation. Now, speaking of this background paper, this butterfly paper, it's actually peel and stick wallpaper that I got from the Dollar Tree. So this whole large piece of wallpaper only cost $1.25, and I'm actually able to ended up with making 7 cards out of it. So this is another one of those cards. I just easily put that on the back with that peel and stick, the strips of paper that are embossed, and I like to ink the edges of my strips, so I did take the time to do that. I could also batch that if I wanted to batch ink, but a lot of times I'm trimming it down to size, so I didn't do that in batch. But then gluing everything on and adding my embellishments. Speaking of the embellishments, these 3-dimensional flowers actually came in a pack of 6, and they also came from the Dollar Tree. So very economical here making these cards, and I just put that flower on there and then the sentiment. Now, something I'm doing differently with these specific cards is I'm actually giving the card recipient the choice of which sentiment they want to put on the card. So I'm giving 3 different variations. That's why I also did this in batch, because I'm giving them 3 options, so I had to do a lot more sentiments than usual, and so that was perfect to do in batch. And here are my finished cards. I was able to accomplish completing 7 cards. They're now in my new page protectors, and the sentiments are with them, and they're ready to be given and shared in my upcoming project, which I've hinted at, and I will have more videos and more information on it coming soon, so be sure to stay tuned for those details. But I am so glad I stopped to actually reset, to batch, to make my display, to have everything, to make my little zones for my batching sessions, and everything I needed to now be able to make plenty of cards. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to sharing more, and if you enjoy reset videos and reset routines, you can catch this other video on my Monday reset routine I do every week. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it so much, and I will see you on the next video.